Hello there, this is me again. It's been a while. Yes, it's been. We're going to continue playing A-Do. Scolding, the man wrenches the bow out of her hand and slices it through the air like a madman. Violet whimpers in fear. Right. He seems pretty upset. Hey! You can't just barge in here when we're having a practice session? Who's this? The man swerves around, glaring at the musician who just called him out. How can he can actually understand English, it seems like. Maybe, I don't know. He's saying something that probably I won't understand. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. A terrified trumpet player makes a break for the exit, without batting an eye. The man catches him with a single hand and shoves him back into his chair. Alright. I don't know what that says. They shouldn't even bother to read that. Well, maybe some people know Chinese around the world, I don't know. Everyone immediately starts to panic. Of course. This guy is insane. Well, that's not. You don't have to say that. He'll let people believe. Sing violin. Does anyone know what he's saying? Well, if I know what he's saying, it will be in English, or Spanish, or maybe even Japanese. Someone call the police, or a translator, or both. A translator will be a good idea, mister. Song! Here is a song! I can see it. And here's a song again. And, just twice. But I understand. Wait a sec. It sounds like he's saying something song. Maybe he's looking for Sona? All eyes in the room instantly turn to me, including the crazy Chinese guys who instantly go white in recognition. He seems pretty calm now. What? It's not that bad, Sona. I mean, the man closes the distance between us in a few strides. I quickly grab the things I can find: a metal music stand and an empty cello case. I don't know if it's cello in English, cello in Spanish. Some pronunciation like that. I don't really know about it. I might have jumped the gun, so because the man's face, he nods politely and continues talking. Blah 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 song. Blah 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 blah. What are you even saying? La 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 la. Man, this is going to be difficult to me. Unsure of what the man is saying, I hang firmly onto my makeshift weapons. Though he seems friendly enough, I think I know nicely to me. Even with my persons and dyed blue hair, I'm the only one in this orchestra with a face like this, like his. Oh, Chinese. He has yet to realize that I don't speak his language, that on the different from him as from everyone else here. It's best to get this over with quickly. Who is he, Sona? Is he a friend of yours? I snort despite myself. Snort? What? A guy like this? You're kidding, right? Yeah, that's pretty strange that you will like a friend. You're like this. Something like this. I really like people like that. Then maybe he's a friend of Mr. Song's. Mr. Song was the only one the only one here who could speak Chinese after all. Well, it's pretty interesting. And smart. There's a moment of heavy, somber silence. The Chinese guy looks expectantly at me, his hand still outstretched, as I before. He does look like the type of person my father will have associated with. Makes a lot of sense. It's all I can do to hold inside. Okay, Practice is over for today. Everyone go home. But Sona, is it really okay to leave you alone with... Come on, she just kicked out of the guy's ass, I said go, I'll handle this. She's going to be just fine. No one wastes their time packing up. They abandon their instruments on the chairs or floor, then scurry out as fast as they can. But I will pack up my violin if I were you. The Chinese man tries to stop them, but I yank him back by the tie before he can do anything. Ah, you're looking for my father, right, Mr. Song? Shouldn't me a reproachful. Blah song, blah song, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Why do I have to do to you to understand that I do not speak Chinese? Gog definitely heard him say song again. There's no doubt that he knows my father, or knew my father, if you want to be precise. It's good to be precise. If he hasn't heard about the accident yet, I'm not really sure how to break the news. Yeah, because he speaks Japanese and I don't speak Japanese. Well, Mr. Song is dead, so you'd better go home too. Well, that is pretty rude. You could say something like, well, I'm sorry to tell you, I think you will have some business with him, but I'm so sorry, my dad, Mr. Song, is actually dead. He died in an accident or something like that, I don't know. I'm even doing the whole speech for you. The words come out flat and curt, even for me. Not knowing what else to do, I head for the door. The man catches me by the hand before I can reach it. Yeah, he has. He's used to it. What? You're going to be a big problem, man. Song again. That will be pretty much creepy. I understand. Mr. Song is dead. Gone. Bye bye. Saijiang. How do you know he didn't understand? Saijiang. That's one of the Chinese phrases I still remember. Probably because it's something I said over and over again. And what does it mean? Saiyan. Goodbye. I don't know what you're saying. I know it has to be very frustrating for you, but it's also very frustrating for me. The man frowns, though I'm not sure whether it's in general confusion or a pronunciation. Quite possibly the latter. I pretend I see the look of disappointment spreading over his face. You should understand that for in the first place I didn't know how to speak it. Instead I made time loser in my head. Mr. Song is dead. No more Mr. Song, okay? He seems to understand English though. Still frowning, the man opens his briefcase. He riffles through several sheets of sheet music and letters before pulling out a neatly folded newspaper. I can't read the Chinese print, but the only thing that matters is the large photo on the front page. In it, my father is standing on a conductor's podium in front of our orchestra. He has one hand on the shoulder on the man next to him, a younger, happily smiling version of the man in front of me now. This guy can't be much older than me, so maybe he was a student of my father's in China. Maybe my father invited him to visit before he died. Why didn't you just show me that earlier? Guess no one knew to tell him what happened before he came. Yeah, to China from USA, it's been a long trip. The man presses a finger against the image of my father. So he didn't understand. The song, Wuxiang song. Wuxiang. Song, Wuxiang, song, Wuxiang. Wusong, Wuxia, no, I can say that. Wuxiang. Song, Wuxiang, song, Wuxiang. Wuxiang. He draws out his words long and slow, like he's speaking to a child. He is unmistakably saying my father's name in Chinese, so I nod. William Song. Song Wuxiang. Oh, so that's why you say William in Chinese. Wu Xiang. Next, he indicates his own image, then points at himself. Hao Yinlei. Hao. So your name's Hao. And I think Hao Yinlei. Hao Yinlei. I don't know how you read that, though. I understand that you Hao Yinlei. Alright, I'm so sorry. That's you. Hao Yinlei Hao. Yinli Hao. Sorry. In the Spanish, the E has another sound. The man nods in acknowledgement. Then he points at me. Sona. Sona. Cute. He rolls my name around on his touch several times. He doesn't ask for my last name, and I don't bother to give it. Maybe he already knows your last name. Maybe he knows you're the daughter of his master, his sensei, his teacher. Instead, he points again at the picture of my father, then sweeps his hands through the air. When he speaks, he carefully enunciates his words, still gesturing around the room. I wonder. Song Wuxiang, that's my father. Song Wuxiang something. Sort of know Chinese. I know he says for my father again. I don't know what else to say. I point at the picture. I repeat my father's name. Then I take the newspaper photo and rip it to shit. I toss the torn pieces onto the floor. How long's after them? I watch him paisibly as he sinks onto his knees, frankly scooping paper fragments into his hands. Cai Jiang, Song Wuxiang. As he loses rise to his feet, Hao's face is twisted by the darkness, most murderous skull I have ever seen. So he's angry. I meet his gaze without flinching, then draw my finger like a knife across my neck. Cai Jiang, Song Wuxiang. Goodbye for good. At least, Hao's eyes wide in understanding. Trembling, he carefully reverently places the remain of the photograph in his briefcase, then bows his head towards to the ground. His eyes grow bright with contained tears, but he doesn't make a sound. Awkward. And sad. After several of sullen silence, there's a sharp click. I look up to see Hao snapping his briefcase shut. He methodically does off his suit, straightening his tie, and walks out without saying a word. The slam of the door, though, resounds throughout the entire room. Sighing, release the bread I hadn't realized I'd been holding. Cai Jiang to you too, Hao. Just like Song Wuxiang. 'Cause you and I will never met again. I didn't remember this at the time, but the literal transition of Cai Jiang isn't goodbye for good. It's actually see you again. Wow! I didn't like Celerando. It's pretty cool.